Welcome, people. I'm very proud of our chapter. I feel our Mexico chapter is very inclusive. And so I think we are going beyond language boundaries and making a trial and an effort to get together as humankind, right? So let's get started. This is the second day of the International Coaching Week. I am Paula Guerra. I'm a PCC coach at ICF, and also I serve as the Director of Education here at the ICF Mexico Charter Chapter. And I will be co-hosting today with my fellow coach, Gabriela Quesada, and also Luis Sanchez, who is managing the conversations on Facebook Live. Thank you, Luis and Gabby, for that. And welcome to this webinar. And, you know, all these events are for nonprofit. And if you are a person curious about your personal development, leadership, organizational development, or having conversation about the hot topics for the humankind today as resilience, technology, humankind, you are in the right place. And as part of the ICF Mexico chapter charter, we want to mention that we are very proud that ICF is the largest coaching organization around the world. We are more than 60,000 members with presence in, if I remember well, 158 countries and territories are all over the world. And well, our values are professionalism, collaboration, humanity, and equity. So yes, we are part of these wonderful organizations. Be very proud of being an ICF coach. And well, also, here is my team, Mexico's education team. And thank you for being here today with this conversation. We will be keeping an eye on the chat box, and all your questions, contributions, reflections, experiences related to this topic, to the Ubuntu intelligence, rehumanizing in the digital age. All of these are very welcome, and you can put your messages in the chat box. And feel free to express that in the language that feels more comfortable for you. It might be Spanish, and we are really happy to translate and bring that to the conversation with our speaker from time to time. And I will introduce our speaker today. So Dumi, if you can exactly, you can appear on camera. Thank you. Welcome. Well, Dumi, let me tell you a bit of Dumi. And I think this is my personal experience. He is a very kind person, and he is a human systems development practitioner and author on Ubuntu coaching for global human transformation. His interests include executive coaching, team coaching, coach training, leadership development, among others. And Yumi co-founded the Ubuntu Coaching Foundation, where he was the founding board chair. He was also a co-founder of the Africa Board for Coaching, Consulting, and Coaching Psychology, where he serves as a board member. Dumi has been nominated for multiple coaching-related awards. He was named the 2016 African Coach of the Year. Dumi serves on various global coach development faculties and works with leaders in multiple sectors. And in 2021, he was at TEDx University of South Africa with the presentation of Ubuntu Intelligence for Smart Human Connection. And I absolutely recommend to go and watch that talk. me, from 2023 to 2024, he served as the chairperson of the Global Board of the International Coaching Federation, the ICF, and where we all belong. And he currently holds a director position on the ICF Global Board. So this is our speaker today. So I'm very thrilled and excited about this conversation. And welcome, Dumi, and also welcome, Gabby, because she will be facilitating from time to time small bites of translation. But as we agreed as a group, we are good to go on English, right?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gracias, Paula and Gabi and Luis and everyone here. Muchas gracias. How did I do with that, Paula?
You do it perfect. It was perfect. Thank you.
Right. I made sure I didn't practice with Gabi and Paula on this one. I'm gonna do it on my own and see if I can do it. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for being here. There are 24 of us here on this call. We may have more people, others may drop off. I just want to appreciate every single one of you for being here today. We are celebrating International Coaching Week around the world. And as Paula rightfully said, we are part of the largest body of coaching and coaches in the world. So you're part of a community that wants to see a better, different world out there. So I want to celebrate you for being part of this journey to rehumanize humanity, for us to be better human beings, to do human maybe differently, but definitely better. So I am in Johannesburg, South Africa. That's home for me. I am married to one wife. I'm Zulu, so I have right to have other four more if I want to, but that's culture. I don't believe in that. I'm a Christian, one woman with three children, 30 years old. Our firstborn son, he lives in Canada. I don't know why, he loves it there. The whole planet is his. Our children need to know that. We don't believe in borders. Don't tell anyone. So we believe that the world belongs to everybody, the whole planet. And someone decides to compartmentalize, we don't do that. So I'm going to be careful with that because I know this is recorded, but I've been told that I can talk outside the lines. So I'll be careful a bit this time for the sake of the Mexico chapter, just to say I am so grateful to be here with you all today. So I'm going to start with a language thing, Paula, because we're talking about language. So I'm going to put something in the chat, one word that I would like you to learn today. And this is a word from my language. The language's name is isiZulu, or the language of the Zulu people. And the word that I'm writing means I see you. Right? And I would like you to learn that if you take anything, take that. It's a greeting. It's a greeting. All right. Laura, well done. You just missed a U there. Sawubona. It means I see you in Zulu, and it's a greeting with a G. So very, very important word. If you ever happen to be in South Africa or in Southern Africa, feel free to use that word. Everybody understands it. You say to someone, Sawubona, say Sawubona, Paula, and you say Sawubona back. It's like saying hola and say hola, it's a similar thing. But it literally means I see you. And when I see you, I see all that you are and all that you represent. And I see your ancestors, I see your children and grandchildren. I see you in your glorified self as an extension of me. In other words, if I look close enough, I will see myself in you. This is our introduction to this session today. The question for you, if I would like you to put in the chat, is when you look at another person, a client, a fellow coach, what do you see? When you look at your client on a screen, coaching virtually, when you look at each other right now, 24 of us, when you look on the screen, what do you see? Yes, Giovanna Sawubona, I see you too. Very, very important to see each other. Now, one small thing before I kick off the session presentation, the content. I don't like PowerPoint, but we have to use these tools. In the southern, or another part of Ethiopia, when they greet, I managed to spend time there, quite a lot of time doing some work and some research some years back. When they greet, they say, "How is it where you came from?" The greeting in Amharic local language says, "What is it like where you came from?" Because their lifestyle, they had cattle and goats, and they graze their animals, and they need to find out if there is water or grazing where you came from last year or the year before or last month. How is it where you came from? As part of a greeting. And in one greeting in Southern Africa, in one language, they say, when they greet, they say, "How are you?" in their language. And then the response is, "I am well only if you are well." In other words, I can't be well if you're not. And this is the local greeting. These are actual real greetings. They're not made up greetings. So my invitation to you as we start our session on Ubuntu intelligence is, how do you greet? How do you greet? That TED talk that Paula, you referred to in your introduction is about that. And we need to learn to greet in 3 ways: consciously, intentionally, and mindfully. When we greet each other, when we encounter people for the first time or after a while, it is our responsibility to first to see them, that's sawubona, but to see them consciously, to greet them consciously. So how do you greet? Thanks, Paula. We need to ask ourselves, how do I greet? And you can add something to that, Paula, and the reason why you greet that way. So we have an exercise that we're going to do in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We'll do this in about half past, and it's about these 3 things of greeting: greet consciously, greet intentionally, and greet mindfully. Take into account the present moment. Very, very important. Thank you. I'm going to share my slides now. I've got something very interesting for you. Can I continue and share the slides? Yeah? No one else is sharing slides. Okay. Right. Thank you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to share my slides now. Please allow me. There will be a video that I'm going to share as we do this. Right. Here we go. While I'm doing that, is there any question or comment that you see, Paula and Gabby, in the chat at all? Anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Don't be shy, please. Go on the chat box and use it in Spanish or English.
Yeah, and tell me if you can see my slides, Gabby and Paula.
Okay.
Is the slide showing now?
Yes.
Ubuntu Intelligence, UbuQ. and rehumanizing coaching in the digital age. It's an interesting topic, and I wonder what AI is thinking of it now. It's saying rehumanizing, but AI would say, but I'm not human. So what are you doing? You're taking away food from me? Yes, AI, you're already taking lunch from a lot of coaches, but we're partnering with AI, right? We're partners with technology and AI. So in the digital age, partnership is the way to go. We partner with technology, with machines, with computers, with algorithms, with bots, and we're partnering with each other. So thank you for being here to partner on this journey, on this conversation. Now, I'm not going to cover a lot of this. This is what's important here is for you to know that I'm not talking about things I do not know. I grew up with Ubuntu or in an Ubuntu environment. Ubuntu means I am because we are. In other words, I cannot be me without you being fully you. That's the meaning of Ubuntu. It means I see you as you are, with the gifts that were placed in you and not in anyone else. Each and every one of us are unique. There are over 8 billion humans on Earth today, on this planet. There is no one like you. Your job, your responsibility on Earth in this life is to express those gifts that were put in you, Luis, Claudia, Monica, Paula, every single one of us. What is it that you are here for? I know what my purpose is, and is to help unlock and unleash the gifts that are in everyone I meet and encounter. Quick story, Paula and Gabi. My full name is Dumisani. If you can type it up, the name that you see now on the screen, the full first name has S-A-N-I. You can type that in the chat if you can, one of you. Dumisani, that's my full name. So the Dumi that you see on the screen is a short version. The full one is S-A-N-I, one word, Dumisani, S-A-N-I, Dumisani. And what it means, I was named by my grandmother on my father's side. What she meant with that is she says, you have to go and honor and praise and bless everyone you meet with the gifts that were placed in you. Well, no wonder I'm a coach now. It's her fault that I'm a coach now. She named me that way. For me, we need to be aware of what we do with our relationships. So I'm going to share with you a video, and I would like you to pay attention to the shifts and changes that you notice in this video. It's a 1-minute video. It's very short, so pay close attention. I'll say it again. Pay very close attention. Paula and Gabi, tell me if you can hear the sound as I share this.
Poniéndote.
So, what did you notice? Let's talk to each other. If you can stop the spotlighting, let's just have a quick talk together on this. Yeah. What did you notice, Hugo? I can
So
play it again. Yeah.
we have in the chat box, Yvonne saying
Yeah.
that people switch from an individual perspective to the common interest of everyone, cooperation, empathy.
Yes. Oh, beautiful. Cooperation, empathy. Yes. Yeah, I love it.
Yes, when we support each other. After
Teamwork.
the first person supported solidarity, another,
Yeah.
and they all help each other.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I love that. I love the chart in that. Thank you. All right, let's continue. You can do the spotlight again. I'm going to pick up pace a little bit now because of time. I want to make sure that we cover everything that we wanted to cover. Thank you. Notice the color changes. You notice how the violence that's there in the world, and someone, because you're stuck with the spoon, you can't eat with it. It's too long to bring to your mouth. You can feed others, and that's it. Our gifts are not to serve us. Our gifts are to serve the world and others with those gifts. We are here in the service of others. Coaching is a sacred service for humanity. If you're not doing that, then we may be doing it wrong. Coaching is a sacred service for humanity. If you take anything from this session, take that. Coaching is a sacred service to humanity for the greater good of everyone that we meet. So thank you for that. Just to honor this, the person on the right, on the photograph here, this is my mother. She transitioned 2021, and this a young woman that she was giving milk. Her husband is in Johannesburg in the mines in the city, and sees him about 3-4 times a year. The young woman, my mother, lots of cows and goats, and she milks, and that she used to do that. And she taught me Ubuntu. She lived it. She would see someone walking across the village at sunset, and she would invite them in, say, how far do you have to go? If they say another 5-10 kilometers walking, she would say, no, come home. She would give them something to wash, to eat, to sleep, and then wake up, give them something to eat on their way on, without fail. Anyone, total strangers. She taught me that we are one humanity. And she made lots of friends from that. And for me, this is, and my book on Ubuntu is dedicated to her because she taught me that. She lived it. This is real. The world needs more people with Ubuntu who see others and relate to them as fellow human beings. Coaching right now is way too elitist. We need to come back home to Ubuntu, to seeing others, to seeing each other, and seeing ourselves in others. We can do better like that because Ubuntu is inherent human intelligence, unmitigated, unencumbered. Ubuntu is human intelligence in action, as lived every day. And Ubuntu intelligence speaks to that. I'm going to define it shortly now. We must ask ourselves this: who taught me what I believe I know for sure about me, myself, and those like me, and about the so-called others? Who taught me that? That because I've got this beautiful dark chocolate skin, then I'm inferior, or I'm superior, or I'm different, or it's just the covering for ultraviolet light because of where I am in the world or on the planet. It's not a sign of inferiority or superiority or difference of any other kind. We bleed the same blood. Our organs, everything is the same. This is called your gift wrapping that you come in. That's what your skin is. It's wrapping that you come in, like a gift wrapping. Many people never really unwrap the gift that they encounter when they meet others, including our clients. We meet the story that we've been taught about others. And that is the mistake we make because we don't unwrap the gifts through conscious greeting and connection. So here is the assignment. 7 minutes in the chat. I mean, in the breakaways, and every one of us go answer this question. Paula or Gabby can put it in the chat. What the question is, my human connection superpowers. What are your connection superpowers? Just type my connection superpowers, and you can say my connection superpowers are, and then in your group, and let's make it groups of 3s, because I think they're, or maybe even 4s. 3s will be okay for the time. 4s, we may not need more time. So let's do it in triads. So 3 of you in a group, go talk about for 7 minutes, give each other 1 minute each, and then discuss, or 2 minutes each. Just one person shares what your connection superpowers are, and then why you use those superpowers. So possibly 2 questions, and then give each other turns to speak. Connection superpowers. This speaks directly to Ubuntu intelligence. Is the instruction clear? And please write it in Espanol. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Hugo.
You can also share a reaction, as Patricia did, an emoji.
Yes. Okay. Are we ready to go to groups? What are my human connection superpowers? How do you connect? What makes your ways of connection special in that way? Are we ready?
We are ready. Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep it to those 7 minutes only. Connection superpowers.
Okay.
Come back and share in the chat, and we'll have some of you speak. Open your mics and speak when you come back, and feel free to use your language when you do that. Let's go.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Open the groups. Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Now we have 7 minutes for that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Luis. Enjoy.
Dumi, ¿a dónde se nos fue? Breakout, a ver cómo están los breakouts.
¿Sabes qué?
Se fue a la room 3. Hay que...
Déjame, ya lo moví.
Y acá en sala permanecen Claudia, Vanessa, Sergio, María, Mariló. Si pueden aceptar la invitación a sus breakout rooms.
I was enjoying the chat with Andrea.
Oh, do you want us to send you back?
She may be alone. Maybe you just have a look at the group with one person, move her to another group.
Okay, do you want to come back to the group?
Sí, no había nadie. O sea, bueno, estaba Domi, pero ya no sé.
Ah, okay.
Hi. Nobody came to my room.
Then we can continue right here.
Exactly.
Andrea and Laura, what are your connection superpowers? Let's do this right here. No problem.
The look and the smile.
Yes.
No other ones. Those
Okay.
are sufficient for any kind of person worldwide.
Absolutely. That's a universal language of connection, that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Where does it start though?
When from the
Yeah.
heart. Mhm,
Absolutely. It starts in the heart.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Laura. What's yours, Andre?
I think my soul, when I calm, maybe.
Yeah. Yes. Ah, that is so profound.
Mhm.
That's it. Wow. Paula, what's yours?
Very simple. Smile. I really enjoy walking for to cleaning my soul, and yeah, just walking and smiling to strangers. It might happen bizarre, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it actually, I don't know, makes something in the oxytocin. I don't know, but it's like
Yeah.
yeah, you walk, you encounter someone, cross your sides, and you can be just rigid and nothing happens. But if I smile and they smile back, something glimpse and
Magic.
Yeah.
sparkle.
Magic appears.
Exactly.
Magic happens. Absolutely.
Mhm,
Good
Big
one.
moment of connection.
That's a
mhm.
good one. That's a good one. And again, it's like Andre said, it's from the soul, because your intent comes from within you, similar to what you're saying, Laura, because you won't smile if you're not feeling it. And when you present someone with a fake smile, they know it, and they may not respond very well because people tune into our energy.
Mhm.
And we need to be aware that when we do that, that the energy is what's needed in the moment. So thank you.
Yes, yes.
Louis, what's yours?
Well, I think is the eyes, but also the thought, you know, your mind, because if you are thinking something wrong about the people, maybe you can get bad reactions and they react bad against you.
Yeah.
So maybe the eye contact that can express your good thinking or your good feelings.
Yeah. Yeah. And it comes from within, from inside. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else wants to share? How much time do we have, Louis?
Sorry.
How much time left in the groups?
No,
1 minute, well, minute and a half.
A minute and a half. Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
they have 1 minute and a half.
Okay. That's good. So very, very important for us all to be aware. My human connection superpower is my intent. My intent and that my conscious intention is to connect and meet people where they are in the moment. I do not carry stories. I can do my background research, but when I meet someone, I meet them where they are. And my intent is to create safe enough space for them to show up in their brilliance, in their natural brilliance, really. That's the best way to describe it. To show them, for them to feel and know that they can be authentic and genuine and real, and it's okay. That's my intent with anyone I meet. I met Nelson Mandela once, and I felt seen in that room with other people. And that's an incredible leader with gravitas, with a huge aura in that. But in that moment, I felt like he saw me, and I mattered in that. For me, that's what we need to do with each other. That intent part. Alberto, I see you come back on. You want to share your connection superpowers?
Thank you.
You have 20 seconds.
Yes, I believe it's basically active listening. I think that to me that's a superpower that sometimes we don't know how to use it, but I think it's really important. And in my case, that's how I consider it is.
Brilliant. All right. I see people are coming right back. Thank you, Alberta.
Thank you.
Let's. Is everyone back? Still a few minutes to the groups. Still 20 seconds. So yeah, others may be finishing off.
They are squeezing up those seconds.
So as we wait for others to come in, who wants to share? Luis, go for it.
Here in Facebook, we have some Susana that says, "My smile." I think I can connect with the smile.
Yes.
And congratulations for this humanizing webinar.
Oh, thank you. We haven't even started yet. We're going to go into the best part right now. Thank you. Thank you for those on Facebook for tuning in and sharing. Thank you, Luis, for bringing them in. Welcome back, everybody. Please put your human connection superpower in the chat. And Gabby and Paula, Luis will capture this, and we'll see the Mexico chapter. How do you connect with each other? Anyone who wants to come in, I'll give about 2 people a chance to share because I'm running out of time. So anyone who wants to share, raise your electronic hand and share. Open your mic and share now. Yes, Laura smiled. Empathy, yeah. Yeah, Alondra, the superpowers we shared were empathy, gratitude, and recognition to connect. Oh, those are beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Friendliness, yes. Torres, yes, friendliness. Because guess what? Quick story, kindness, Patricia, yes. Being without expectations. Oh, expectations are there, but yeah, putting down your expectations actually, yeah. Because you can't not have them. You have them. You may mute your expectations in the moment, but they're there somewhere. It's a good one though, yeah, nice. All right, these are very good. I like them. I can stay here forever, but I've got a slideshow to share with you guys. So I'm gonna move on, and unless I see a hand of Gabby and Paula, if you see a hand, you let me know. But I want to move on now pretty quickly through. So this is a study. It's a 2023. I read a lot of these and other research. I read a lot. I love reading. If you see where I am, my study now, there are books from this floor to the ceiling on all sides of my office. I love reading. I don't just read books, I also write them. And I believe we need to do that. We need to tell our own stories. And reading this, I was actually in California in the US when I bought this copy. It says, we live, love, work, co-create, and kill each other. Actually, we do. Humans are mean like that. In what is currently a high-tech fueled, fast-changing, and super fluid digital environment, this is where we live right now. Whether you like it or not, AI is listening to us right now and learning everything from your responses to yours. Everything we're doing, machines are learning how to be human right now, or how to be like us, but they are actually better than us right now on so many fronts. The average half-life of skills is now less than 5 years. And in some tech fields, it's as low as 2 years. Now it's about a year, 6 months, half years. So what you know right now about your expertise in your field, machines can do that much, much better. They can do a whole lot of other things. And for millions of workers out there, upskilling alone is no longer enough. So you need to learn a new skill altogether. Like I said at the beginning, you got to learn to partner with machines. Yeah, I agree, whatever she said. Yeah. All right. The leadership skills challenge right now looks like this. This is the leadership challenge we have in the world right now. With that little pump, how long do you think it's going to take for him to fill that big big tire wheel up. You need a hydraulic electronic pump to do that. It may not actually achieve anything with that. So the thing is, what is needed right now for us to do what we need to do? Coaching is a sacred skill. It's a sacred profession. It's a sacred vocation, coaching, for all of humanity, not just for your client. You're not coaching the client in front of you. You're coaching humanity. We need to wake up to that. What we need to do is focus people. We need to focus on people. That graphic on the left-hand side shows us that what we are taught matters are so-called hard skills. Hard skills are easy skills. Soft skills are tough skills to master. This is why not everyone is a coach. We need empathy, like many of you said in that your connection superpowers. We need it. We need authenticity. There's a lack of it. We're all fake and pretending to be this or that. We need to knuckle down to becoming more humane. We can't be like machines that can compute a million things and find the common denominator in that, like in an instant. We are human. What we can be better at or best at is to be human. This is why Ubuntu intelligence rehumanizes. We need to rehumanize ourselves first, and then our shared spaces. This is the work we need to do. For that, we need to realign our values and how we respond to the challenges in front of us. So it requires an emotional stance, how we position ourselves against what we're encountering. And Ubuntu offers us the software we need to regulate our human relationships. We need Ubuntu and Ubuntu intelligence. I'm going to unpack what it is now in the last part. So very, very important. We need to rehumanize now, or we'll be playing catch up. The skills we need now more than ever before are essentially about rehumanizing ourselves and modeling it to each other and reconnecting with our authentic selves. Some machines are learning that faster than humans are. So we need to really understand what's required. Can I ask one of you to read this, please? Anyone? Quick, we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, I'll do it. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite.
Yeah, I should say amen to that, but thank you, Gabby. Yeah, thank you very much. Understanding Ubuntu. This is a reminder because Ubuntu, we all know it. Thank you, Gabby, for that. And thank you, Brenda, and others for the message in that. We understand Ubuntu. We know Ubuntu, all of us. Ubuntu is not an African unique thing. Anyone who is human knows and understands Ubuntu. You've seen suffering in another part of the world you've never been to, and something in you says, that's not right. That's part of your Ubuntu. That's your being human, because Ubuntu is the essence of being human. This is not something that can be culturally, something with cultural appropriation stuff that people talk about. This is not one of them. You have Ubuntu. You own Ubuntu. Ubuntu is you and me and you and everyone else. This is our thing as human beings. And what I've been working on is to say to coaches, every coach needs to have this, need to work from this position, or at least be familiar with it. And then ask ourselves, borrowed eyes and programmed robots. Ask yourself this: who gave me the eyes I see my world with? I spoke earlier about the gift wrapping, that's our skin. That's all it is, a wrapping. Who gave me the eyes I see my world with? I see my world. Like every robot that you see now has blue eyes. I'm like, who said that? That's a fraction of, it's a small percentage of people in the world that have blue eyes. The majority of people have brown, dark brown eyes in the world, all of humanity. But who's programming the robots and telling them to be this or that? That, hey, dangerous territory for me, I won't go there, because I work with people that work on AI now these days, AI, yeah. So I've asked AI, put a prompt on ChatGPT, why are most robots blue-eyed? It's about the programming, the programmer behind the scene. If you like reading like me, pick a copy of this book. It's available on Amazon. And neuroscientists have known for a long time, for decades now, that human beings are born with the inclination to connect. We are all hardwired to connect, not hardwired, hardwired to connect to each other and to anything and everything that is good for the collective. I would like one more person to read this. I see you in front of me, Paula, so please go ahead.
As humans, we have a thing called Ubuntu. It is about the essence of being human. It is part of the gift that attuned humans will give to the world. It embraces hospitality, caring about others, being willing to go the extra mile for the sake of another. We believe that a person is a person through other persons, that my humanity is caught up and bound up in yours. When I dehumanize you, I inexorably dehumanize myself. The solitary human being is a contradiction in terms, and therefore you seek to work for the common good because your humanity comes into its own in community, in belonging.
Yes, thank you very much. Beautifully read in that. And Luis, this one is yours.
Okay, Martin Luther King Jr. on connection. All I'm saying in simple this, that all life is interrelated, and in real sense, we are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. For some strange reason, I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. And you can never be what you ought to be until I'm what I ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality. Martin Luther
Yes.
King Jr.
Thank you, Luis. This is it. These are things were written in different times, and this is what it is. So what we need to understand Ubuntu, I'm going to go through this quickly. You will have the slide. Ubuntu is omnipresent, irrespective of ethnicity, culture, geography, background, and all that. Like I said, it is who we are. And all of us will need to understand this. Being humane with Ubuntu values is natural. It's who we are. And it is an inherent quality of being a human being. Ubuntu lives within all humans. It is who we all are. I want to emphasize that before I go to Ubuntu intelligence just now. It's the essence of being human. And Ubuntu intelligence is knowing this and then living it as the norm, interconnected. Similar to Ubuntu emotional intelligence, cultural intelligence, social intelligence, all those other intelligences. Now you have another intelligence. That's Ubuntu intelligence. We're doing some research on it now to say others don't understand Ubuntu. They think, oh, it's an African thing. These Africans in South Africa and Southern Africa talk about this Ubuntu thing. No, it's not. It's for everybody. And we've done the work on this. In different languages, you'll find Ubuntu. So what I would like is you to share with me what it is in your language, what Ubuntu is. So that's a challenge for you. Put it in the chat. It's a global phenomenon that is best understood experientially. But immerse yourself in it to really know it and feel it. But what is Ubuntu intelligence? Coming to us, wrapping up now. I want you to finish on the top of the hour. I'll need another 5-10 minutes or so. Ubuntu is more than an African or black, brown people thing. It's a global phenomenon. And if you look at those kids there, they know Ubuntu. Children know Ubuntu until we beat it out of them by saying, you're special, or you're different, or you're this, or watch out for this. But yeah, we do that. We socialize our Ubuntu out of our children. We beat it out of them, actually, in many ways. It means that we're in this together and must genuinely connect first. I mean, how can you look at those faces and think, oh, this one is worse, this one is better, how can you do that? I mean, I'm looking at you now on the screen, and you look at those faces and you can't help but just smile at them because you're connecting to that. Why are you smiling at them? They're not your children, but you understand that connection is natural. That's who we are. And children know this stuff. So Ubuntu intelligence, it requires new mindsets, but most importantly, this is a word I would like you to take from this. If you take anything from Ubuntu intelligence, know this, it's about new heart sets, not mindsets, heart sets, and a way of being that attunes you to your higher, deeper, greater self to connect with others. It's a part that unleashes you and unlocks your genius that culture, race, background, education, and all those things lock up inside you. It unlocks it and unleashes it into the world. And you do that by first tuning into your heart, because your heart knows. Our hearts know, our heart always knows. We need to give it room and space to show us the way. And many of us live in our heads. We think that cognitive knowing and intelligence, IQ and the rest of them, that's the way the world is. That's only a part of it. We need to tune into our body knows. And sorry for the guys that are in the room here, but women are smarter at tuning into this. So generally, it's not me, it's God. Women are smarter. And I know if I want to get things done well, ask my wife. And it gets done very well. And so my 16-year-old daughter actually is smarter than a 14-year-old last born son, who is a music genius. You know, he produces music. He started at 12 on his own, and he's 14 now, but he's got music hits already on his own. He's self-taught. Okay, but in terms of attunement to others, our 16-year-old daughter is incredibly attuned to others. She can sense how you feel before you, and she will say, "You need a hug, Dad." I haven't said anything, but she knows it. So there's something going on there. So sorry, guys, women are much, much smarter. I know if you listen to them a little more, you'll get everything working. More female CEOs I've worked with are far smarter than the ego-driven male ones. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm not insulting you, but it's just scientific fact. Understanding Ubuntu intelligence. Yeah. Alberto and Hugo and Louis are going to kill me here. Ubuntu intelligence means that I know deep within me that I diminish myself and I become less than I can fully be when I inadvertently or intentionally sometimes contribute towards diminishing or restricting you. Now think of what the decimation of other cultures in Australia, in the whole of the Latin Americas and other so-called first world nations, and colonialism and slavery and all that, what they've done to the genius of other human beings. And it continues to this day, where we're diminishing the genius of others and restricting them one way or another with this poverty, its trade relations, and all those other things. We need to wake up. The 8 billion geniuses on this planet can solve any and every problem in the world if that genius was unlocked and unleashed. And Ubuntu offers us that way to do that. And we have a global loneliness epidemic in this day and age in 2025. I mean, how can we fail to connect with each other? If you read this book by the 19th Surgeon General of the United States, on this book, Dr. Vivek Murthy, called Together, it talks about the healing power of human connection in a sometimes It's no longer sometimes in a virulently lonely world, because loneliness is a virus that affects so many people. So Ubuntu intelligence is that ability and capacity to constantly recognize our inherent human interconnectedness and then leaving it, connecting genuinely in that. I'm meeting Paula for the first time today, and if I say that in your home ground, but we met before in another capacity, it feels like I've known you for 20 years. And that is the genuine connection that you have. Already talking to Gabby today, I feel like, oh, that's my sister right there. There's something there, Louise, connecting like that. There is a genuineness that you can't fake. That is human connection at its best, when you see each other like that. Very, very important. So Ubuntu intelligence, it's that capacity to make tangible, substantive, and real positive changes in how we relate to ourselves first. I'm a servant. I'm in my 8th year working as a volunteer leader for the ICF. I don't get paid for that. It's seeing how we can lead the world better and support the development of an organization that is for the greater good of all of humanity. Because this is what it's about. This is why we do this. It's not just to get paid. Of course, we do need to get paid. But there's a greater benefit to that. Selfless, authentic connection and service to others. This is what Ubuntu intelligence is about. And it will help us unlock it. The kindness, which is in itself a superpower, as some of you say. Right. Ubuntu intelligence equips us to be positively intentional with every one of our human contacts and encounters and interactions. When you're positively intentional, it's easy to do. The code of ethics for coaching, the new one, is powerful. You've got to read that more as a coach. And then the coaching competencies, for me, in a different world, would not even have that. We'll have something else that's more standard right across all coaching bodies that helps us see that positively intentional with my relationships, with all my clients. Very, very important. When you're positively intentional, you start to see the value of that relationship, the connections. So rapport becomes automatic when you come from that position already. You don't work on it too much. The chem session or chemistry session, first contact session, is seamless. I had one yesterday with an executive in a local bank here in South Africa. Instead of the half hour it was 45 minutes, and we still could not even, she had another meeting and to go to that. But the engagement, it was like we were all friends. And she said that, I didn't say that. But it's the positive intentionality of connection. When we do that, and we're all capable of it, when we do that, we unleash that, what did you call it, Paula? That genius, or is it you, Gabi? That genius within us that's there already. So we need to grow the self-awareness and awareness of others, because the soul of humanity is located in being. It's not in doing. And this is universal. Being is both spiritual and deeply relational. Exactly what we have here. So, and it is essentially a practical thing to be. You can't fake it. So another takeaway, we leave fingerprints whatever we touch. This cup of my ginger tea, I've left my fingerprints on the handle here, and someone can find them. But what's most important on that cup right now, Gabi, you've just left fingerprints. But what you have left in me for connecting, especially yourself, Paula, because we met before, you've left soul prints in my soul. I know you now. If I meet you, I may not know how tall or short you are, because the Zoom doesn't tell you that, but I will not forget that face. That's the beginning of that connection. That soul print, that smile, that the soul prints in all of us. We leave behind soul prints when we encounter others. Make sure it's worth remembering. Make sure your soul prints are worth the energy and the time of the client or the person that you encounter or that you meet. What are your soul prints on those that you have met before? It's not a coaching question. I'd like someone to read this. When it says US, just say humanity. Or on earth, just say on earth. Who would like to read that? I bet get a male voice, male voice.
Male voice. And Dumi, sorry to interrupt.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
We are at the top of the hour, so if we could start to wrapping up the session.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a few more slides.
Sorry, but honoring
right.
the time of the audience also.
Absolutely. I respect that. I respect that. Who would like to read this very quickly? And then I'll wrap up. Thank you, Paula.
I will do so. Researchers are proven scientifically that humans are all one people. The color of our ancestors' skin and ultimately my skin and your skin is a consequence of ultraviolet light, of latitude and climate. Despite our recent sad conflicts here in the US, there are really no such thing scientifically as race. We are one pieces. Each of us is much more alike than we are different. We all come from Africa. We are all made of the same stardust. We are all going to live and die on the same planet, a pale blue dot on the vastness of space. We have to work together till die.
Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. And thank you, Paula, for that. I will go. I'm almost done. We need to start by greeting consciously. This is my invitation to you. When Ubuntu intelligence is normalized in society and in schools in the world, we may quickly reach a tipping point in seeing each other as parts of an interconnected whole, as extensions of each other. And machines are already far better connected than we are as human beings. This is a book it's got a new chapter now, and you find it on Amazon. I think it's $1 on Amazon. My wife and I wrote that. It's food that talks to each other and teaching children to connect. Like cabbage says you're a big head, an onion says, or egg or beetroot is the naughty one, says to cabbage, you got a big head, or says to onion, oh, dude, you smell. And onion says, wait until I'm used for frying you. It smells much better than you. All kinds of things, teaching kids how to. The second edition is more fun. Actually, kids read it and they'll roll on the floor laughing about that. And it's about Ubuntu. And then being humane, I covered that. This is a book, if you're interested to read more and find out more, for more info on this subject. This book, Ubuntu Coaching and Connection Practices. You'll find it also on Amazon and on that. And then here's a parting Ubuntu Intelligence gift question to everybody. Thanks again for the reminder, Paula. I'm almost done. What will I do differently in my life from today onwards that will positively impact our world before my time is up? In other words, before I die, before my time on this earth is up, before I fall silent forever, what will I impact my world with? My positive impact on our world. What will that, in other words, what will be my legacy? I'm not going to do this one. If the wise elders of the village don't teach their children, guess what? Village idiots do not rest. They're always busy, and they will teach children idiocy or things that you don't want to know. This is an African proverb. It's a well-known image on that. So yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise. I am changing myself. And one of the most difficult things is not to change society, but to change yourself. Gracias.
Thank you, Dumi. Thank you for your presentation. And well, we are a group, and I know this has been an amazing presentation, and I know we are like short on time, but if you agree as a group and want to ask some questions or share final thoughts on the chat, if that's okay, Dumi, with you, and we can have these extra minutes because I see people
Thank
very
you.
on the chat box. And
Thank you very much. Thank you. And sorry, Paula. So apologies for the time. I think I spent too much in the intro at the beginning. I timed myself. I was going to finish 5 minutes before the hour, but I was having too much fun with you guys. My apologies for that, but thank you very much.
no,
You can
no
pause the recording.
Before I
Oh.
go, there is a question in the chat from Alondra. What is the main difference between Ubuntu and systemic coaching? Will it be the hard sets?
Yes, and there's more to that. It's the hard sets, but it's more the interconnections and that are from the heart intention, not for this technical part of working and connecting to achieve something. It's Ubuntu transcends the mechanic part of organizing or organization. It's bigger, it's more universal. And that's the beauty of it. And it can't be boxed into roles and responsibilities within the organization. It's beyond that, way beyond that. So the hard set one, that's beautiful. That's exactly it. Yeah. Thank you. Great question.
Hugo?
I just want to mention, say something you mentioned that sounds very powerful to me. Is when I'm coaching, I'm not just coaching the person in front of me, I'm coaching humanity. So that's that's so powerful to me, and it helps me to be more like engaged. Something changes inside of me. So thank you for that gift, Dami.
So I have a task for you, Taurus. Write that on LinkedIn. Take everyone on here. Exactly that. Because this has to trend. We've got to take it out there. Because there are many coaches that think, no, it's just the client in front of me. No, it is not. We need to have that perspective around the impact that we want from what we're doing. But that's a beautiful observation. Thank you so much for that.
I would share that speaking of greetings and the ancient philosophy of the origin people in humanity, we in Mexico and Central America have the Mayan civilization, and they have a beautiful greeting. It is in Lakesh, one person encounters one another in Lakesh, and the reply is Halaken. So in Lakesh, Halaken. In Lakesh means I am you. And the answer back is you are another me. So the first time I listened to you about Ubuntu intelligence, I said, this is the Mayan civilization also speaking and echoing that. And so that was the moment that my soul knows we need to bring Dumi to provide us his message, because it is very connected with our own roots in cosmovision philosophy. So it is so powerful. I'm leaving that in the chat box for everyone. And yeah, it's amazing, the human civilization, this collective wisdom.
Paola.
Please put it in the chat, please. Yeah, go ahead, Andre.
Dios Botic, en Maya. Gracias.
Wow, that is so profound. Thank you.
Yeah, it's absolutely profound. It was like blowing up my mind. Yeah.
That is huge. I have goosebumps listening to you right now, Paula. That is, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you for many soul prints you gave us in this conversation, Dumi.
I hope it was worth your time, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much for being here and being here now. So, gracias, everybody.
In the chat box, Hugo, coaching is a sacred service.
Yes, it is. It is, Hugo. It's nothing if it's not sacred service, not just to the client, to everybody, to all humanity. Yeah. Wow. Anyone else? I'm still here. If you want to ask any questions about ICF, or the work we do, ask anything, really. We're connecting here. What are you thinking, Patricia? Go ahead.
I have a comment. I just came to, I remember the picture about the kids that, I mean, they are born, we are all born with Ubuntu in our hearts, and all the ancient wisdom is just about the same. I'm studying Kabbalah, and the main principle is that we are the same soul. So that's beautiful. And since you were talking about artificial intelligence, I'm saying, we become artificial intelligence with all the programming from our education, culture, and everything. And rehumanizing is getting out of this artificial intelligence and rehumanizing. And that is beautiful. Yesterday, I gave a presentation also here in this forum. And I was saying that we live in the system called life. And we have a role as a coach in this system called life, without being a coach with responsibility, honor, and humility. And I think that it has a lot to do with this, and I'm very grateful to me. I'm going to learn more about the bounty. It's beautiful. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Thank you for that, Gabi. It speaks to the soul and the heart of all of us as human beings and as extensions of each other. And it's fascinating when you're saying that, because neuroscience studies show that when we're together, we connect naturally. We already do, and we can feel how others are feeling. The story I didn't tell you, and you have the luxury or benefit of getting this because you stayed until now. When I was young, about 4 or 5, thereabout, and 6, I think, yeah. My grandfather on my mother's side was a healer. So he would dream of a patient coming up the following morning. And then he would wake up in the morning, sometimes take me with, sometimes alone, wake me up 4 or 5 in the morning before the sun is up. And then we'll go into the forest to find the medicine. Sometimes it's the bark of a tree, just not cut around the tree, it will kill the tree. He taught me that you cut what you need and leave that like that, and the tree will heal. And then next you go to another tree, not the same one. If it's a wild onion or wild garlic, he'll dig on the side of it, take what he needs, leave the plant intact, put soil on it, and put water on it. He always carried a bucket of water, and he'd have a goat skin bag that I would carry. And he harvested. He never saw the inside of his school. He only taught, only signed with an X. So he knew he was connected to intelligence that we don't even understand. I wish I had his gift. And he knew, and then the patient would come, and then he would administer the medicine. He understood dosage. That was his gift. And he would heal people. They would give him cows and livestock, hundreds of cattle. And that was his gift to humanity. We have access to this wisdom and intelligence as human beings. But the things we do now numb us to that connection and that attunement to that intelligence that's out there. But if you talk like this as a coach, you risk being seen as you're kind of losing it. Yeah. But that's a real story. It's not made up. It's a real life story. So what intelligence is around you that you're not connecting with? But you need Wi-Fi to connect to something. Yeah. All right. What's the human Wi-Fi that you're not plugging into?
I love that question. Thank you.
It's the headset.
Yeah.
Any other question or comment? Giovanna, what are you thinking? Or Patricia?
Well, I just want to thank you, Tommy. It was super interesting, the topic you shared with us. And I'm super happy that you will be able to come to Mexico and visit us. And, you know, I really believe that the ICF unites us.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. I received that gift of traveling. I love traveling to other parts of the world. One of my bucket list, Paula, is going to Peru, to go and see the ruins in Mexico. I've been to Mexico once. I loved it. I so enjoyed it. I spent about 8 days in Mexico, into Mexico City, went to Guadalajara, and yeah. So I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I said to my wife, if I hadn't married you, I'd possibly have had Mexicans. I saw some amazing people there. Yeah. And she's like, go back to Mexico. Like,
yes, you're welcome to come and visit us, and please let us know here in the ICF Mexico Charter chapter. We are really good, great, and glad to
wonderful
welcome
human
you.
beings.
And
thank you.
By the way, Giovanna, let me introduce her to you because she's our chairwoman president in the ICF Mexico. Yes.
Wonderful to meet you. Thank you. Thank you for that, Paula. I wasn't aware because I didn't want to check out who is the leadership. So good to meet you, Giovanna. Thank you.
Good to meet you, Tommy.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, I think we're done then, Paula.
Yes, I think we covered, we had this amazing session, and thank you everyone for joining this conversation. Thank you for being kind, adaptable, jumping into this conversation and co-creating this space for language not to be a barrier, but to find a way to get in, and I think we are like knitting something. It's a beautiful, I don't know how to say that in English, un tapete.
Tapestry, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, thank you. That's great. You understood. So perfect. And I think this co-creation is collective wisdom. Thank you for today. And I remind you to connect to the following events. I think I can give this in Spanish.
Yes, please do it in Spanish, please. Thank you.
Ok, entonces los esperamos para la 4ª sesión de la International Coaching Week, que va a ser esta noche. Y vamos a tener a Alcira Moisés, que es una coach muy querida de nuestra comunidad, y va a traer el tema de reescribirse para transformarse. Entonces, atención a todas esas narrativas, y pues que siempre nos están desafiando como personas y como coaches, así es que los invito a que por favor vengan. Y nosotros estamos encantadas de tenerles aquí. Y como bien decía Dumi, anímense, tomen una foto, pongan un hashtag, recuerden, somos sus cuates, ¿verdad, Giovanna? Sus cuates de coaching. Ayer nuestra querida presidenta, yesterday our president, shared this powerful thought that we have a word in Mexican Spanish, which is cuate. Oh. And cuate means pal. So here at ICF Mexico, we want to be the coaching pals for everyone interested in growing their development, etc. So, cuates.
That means our cuate.
Exactly, Dumi. Now you are our cuate.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.